Hello, my name is Altu and I work as a project consultant in Biltaş. I will try to explain the way of use of BSOFtMars, but I will not go much in further details because it's a highly detailed software. I just want to show you the real system behind of it. What can you do, what it's capable of, stuff like this. First, I want to talk about the development process of BSOFtMars. Mars has been developing by Biltaş for more than 10 years, being used in many different kind of businesses so far. This led us to having a more flexible software structure. It means that we can easily adapt Mars into your business. BSOFtMars has 3 platforms. This is the main admin program. This is our web application and native Android application. All 3 platforms communicating with each other instantly. All data is saved on the server that you choose to install. Therefore, only thing can affect the speed of the software is your local connection speed. This is the original Mars software, which is developed before the web and Android application. It opens with the screen named Reporter Main Screen, as you can see at the right top of the screen. This screen basically gives us general situation of the facility. For example, the malfunctions that affecting production, or expired maintenances, or critical inventory levels. All you have to do is the click on this button to reach the data. On the left of the screen, you can see the menus of the Mars, like general definitions, maintenance and repair, vehicle track info, stock or current operations reports, analysis, management. But in this fast menu allows us to reach the most frequent used screen of the Mars. And all these menus are from the different menus. All these screens came from the different menus here. I want to start with the machine location structure. Just here. This screen allows us to arrange our machine park in a pyramid structure. You can order your locations and sub-locations and the machines under that locations. Or if you have sub-equipments, you can put your sub-equipments under the machines here. And you can, if you want to filter them, you just select the machine code from here, the particular machine you want to see, and the original location you want to see, and just clicking filter. You can easily see all locations and sub-locations or machines under them. Let's continue with the machine layout system. In the machine layout system, it's basically gives you the general lookout of your machine park. You can upload infinite number of layouts of your machine park or buildings and place your machinery on the actual spots of your layouts, so you can clearly see the overall picture of your facility. These boxes getting live feed from the software, so if there are any malfunction or downtime happens, it shows as different colors. For example, greens are running ones, reds are defective malfunctioned machines. We don't have any stopped machine now, and these are getting live feed. You can simply locate them by dragging boxes. Now it's important part, the machine master data screen. This is our main input screen in the Windows application. You can enter the data of machine property or any information about them. For example, let's select one. Looks like one machinery. These are all information about your machines. These fields contains more than 250 fields. but don't get intimidated, please. We only need these 3 fields with stars near them to operate, but we highly recommend that detailed entries because one of the main strengths of the Mars is the detailed analysis and reports. So if it used well, it gives well detailed analysis, as I will speak of later in this video. You can enter physical information like width, height, volume, the pressure, or electricity consumption, the water consumption, the fuel consumption, or you can enter the vendors, which vendor you bought the machine, or is it rented, or is it a vehicle? If it is a vehicle, you can enter details here, the guarantee information and stuff like that. If you entering the detailed information here, you will get a detailed analysis from here. This is not our main analysis screen, but you can get from here also. You just select the material. If you want to look the material parts, you can see which materials are used in this machine, or you can see the malfunction information. For example, this machine took 135 minutes to repair, 50 minutes of labor time, and approximately 25,000 minutes of stopping time. Or you can see the maintenance information and the production and revision information. You can see the quick analysis from here. Like in January, the malfunction is like about 2. In March it dropped, but in April it rises again. Green ones are maintenances, as you can see. This is a very detailed place, but don't get intimidated. As I say, we only need 3 fields to operate. And I want to talk about these grids from here. These are highly these grids can be arranged by the user of the software, and every user can his or her own column shape. You can delete and add later any column like this. For example, if you don't want this in your view, just drop below and it will delete from the screen. Let's make a view for ourselves. You can make groups like this. For example, if you want to make a groups like if it's working or not, you simply put column to here, and it groups automatically. And you can take an easy reports, and this is our not main reporting screen also, but you can take easy reports from here. You just need to only to select the send button. You can select any type you want. Let's try with PDF format. Just save. We just save this, and if you look at this, you can get easy reports like this. This is a little bit complicated because there are too many fields in our screen. If you delete more, it will show in much better way. Let's continue with the work requests and work orders. These two, if there is approval system on your facility, if you want an approval system on your facility, I mean if the work requests will automatically turn into work order, then you don't have an approval system. But in some businesses, they can ask from us, they want that an approval system. For example, when work request has been made, for example, a head of maintenance needs to approve the request in order to turn it to work order. But if you don't want this, it means that any work request will turn into work order automatically. Let's look at the work request system. We have some little color shape here. to get things more clarified. The same grid system also works on here too. You can delete, you can send any, you can take any report in any format. You can change the actual fields from here. You can see the details of the request here. For example, demand date, the delivery date, the approver if you have an approval system, or the machine code, location, request type, stuff like that. If you have an analysis codes here, you can see also see that too. And you can see the which user is opened this request, or in which IP this request has been made. Let's continue with work orders. Work order screen looks similar to work request screen. In addition, you can see the work details. In addition, you can see the work details, some analysis here, like time cost table, job order details. In work order details, you can change the status of the work if you have the authorization, of course. Or you can see all the information about the work order, such as one second please. I am in the wrong screen, sorry. You can see all details such as maintenances of that work order, or the malfunctions that defined on this work order, or if there is any manufacturing or renewal, or if the usage of materials, what materials have been used, or the staff that work on its external service if there is one, or stopping information or any job description. You can all view from here. Also you can view the other these informations from here. If there is a reason and cause analysis that entered from a worker, you can see also here. Or if there is any corrective or preventive activities, you can write or read from here. Or if there is any picture or video uploaded about this work order, you can see there. This field, this work picture field, there you can upload infinite number of videos or PDFs or pictures, because there is all stored on your server, so it won't slow the software. You can put an, for example, repair video to help your maintenance crew. Let's continue with the daily report screen. These are all the important screens, but I just want to show you how the program works. This is a fast daily report screen. Another reporting screen that allows you to get daily reports in the fastest way possible. All you have to do is to select the time interval. For example, let's say 2016. Or you can select the particular machine code if you want to. I just filter and get the data. You can see the work requests, work orders, or the stopping information, or the shift notes if any written. And just simply click the Get Report button and getting the report easily. You can see the work order now, the arrangement date, the planning date, the location, the machine code, the machine name, the work order status, the description. Now I want to continue with the maintenance and repair menu. Let's go with standard maintenances. In this screen you can create your typical standard maintenance routines in your facility. On the details side, let's go into the 10,000 kilometers maintenance for an example. you can see all the data. You can see your plant. You can see the plant properties of the maintenance. If it is a periodic maintenance, you can click this date-based monitoring. You can select time period, for example, every month or every 90 days. If you want a reminder, you can select from here, for example, let's Mars remind me before 10 days. Or if it is a counter-based periodic maintenance, you can select the counter-based monitoring. For example, it can be about the water consumption or about the kilowatt consumption, electricity consumption. It can be anything. You can enter from here. You can see the maintenance job descriptions. You can enter these job descriptions from here. You can enter the materials will be used. You can enter the staff will be work on this maintenance, particular maintenance. If you have fixed dates, it will also show on here, and same as fixed counters. And registering information, like if there is an authorized person about this maintenance, you can enter from here. This is the screen that you plan your maintenances. It can be periodic or normal maintenances. It can be anything. Let's continue with the malfunction definitions. This is a screen where your facility's known malfunctions are defined. At malfunction detail, you can see the main features of the malfunction. You can enter the estimated repair values on here. If you have an estimation about this malfunction based on your experience, you can enter from here. Or you can enter the job descriptions and registration information, and same with the standard maintenances. Let's continue with the periodic maintenance plan screen. As you can see, all of your upcoming or expired maintenances are on a calendar. You can click the date if you any date you want, and see if there is a maintenance on that date. For example, let's click 24 December. It says we have a periodic maintenance on that date. You can see from here. You can create job order if you want. If you can display the job order, you can display the maintenance plan. Let's see the maintenance plan we created. You can see to which department it belongs, its priority. It says it's in the shifting time, the maintenance type, the maintenance group, and the maintenance department. Or if it's a counter-based monitoring, you can see from here, or we can see that it's periodic maintenance, which happens in every 20 days, and we have a reminder for 10 days. So it will warn us before 10 days from the maintenance time. Now I want to talk about analysis. On the analysis menu, you have the access to the different types of analysis. I will show and make few examples of it. Let's close these menus. Okay, let's look at the staff analysis, for example. From this screen, you can get the performance performance analysis of your stuff. If you click the query button without specifying any interval or stuff, you will get the whole data. But you can look and search for particular stuff or maintenance department or shift or machine code that that stuff worked on that machine, or the location or the machine type. You can select all these filters and just simply click the query button. I want all of data, so I didn't click on any filters. So data comes here. At the right bottom, you can see the graph of the data. You can change the type of the graph. You can say pie charts or line charts. Let's say pie charts. This is the total working time. For example, Alaaddin Kaya is the leading staff in working time. You can change the grouping. Let's say locations here. In locations, most of the staff worked on the bükme makinesi, for example, or Abgant. Secondly, you can change the. You can select a different grouping. Let's say shifts. We have only one shift defined here. So okay, let's say machine types. Let's say working groups. Or you can change the graphic value. Let's say çalışma grubu. Sağlar. From this screen you can get various analysis. On this screen you can get various analysis of stuff such as individual performance or certain locations or time intervals or general time, performance, and cost analysis. You can simply right click on the graph and click to print and send Excel or print it. This whole process took very few time, as you can see. Let's continue with the most analysis, for example. In this analysis you have access data such as the most malfunctioning machines. Let's say query. For example, our montage bandı has 179 malfunctions and its total working time 100 and more than 100,000 minutes. So we can see that this particular machine is malfunctioning the most malfunctioning machine in our facility. Or you can see the most used materials if you have keeping stock inventory in this Mars program. You can see how many parts used. Or you can see the most machines that stops most. And again, our montage band stops the most. Or you can see the most working stuff and stuff like that. Now I want to continue with the web and Android sites. This is the Windows part is the generally where the management or the mid-level management stuff will use, but this Android and web application is mostly used by staff, maintenance staff and request staff. I will explain what I'm saying. The both application opens with the reporter screen, same as Windows. You can access all data just clicking on it, it's like it in Windows. On the web and Android application, both applications opens with the reporter screen, just like in the Windows application. You can access all data with clicking on specific numbers, just like in Windows application. Let's start with the menus. There is a quick request entry, work requests, and work orders and shift notes. Shift notes are basically shift notes. It's a text-based. let's continue with the quick request entry. Quick request entry is simply the fastest way of getting work request in BSOFT Mars. You just need to fill these three fields only, the machine codes. Let's say press request type, let's say malfunction, and quick description about it. Press is broken. And if you can upload a picture, or you can take a picture of the problem with your phone and just save it. So we save our work request. When you go into work requests, let's wait it to load a little bit. You can see the all work requests if you have authorization, of course. If you don't have the authorization, you can only see the work requests or work orders defined for you or assigned to you. As you can see, our work request is here. The press is broken. The request owner is Yener Yılmaz. Yener Yılmaz is the user of this software now. We all define the users by name. It is his work order here. Work code is malfunction. Press machine name is press01, and request date is here. You can view the information about the work request by clicking the pencil. You can see the request type, machine code, the priority, the maintenance department description, or if it affects the production or not. If the work request ticking this field, it means that it affects the production, the facility production capacity. So program automatically put a reminder near of it, which I will talk about later, to make an awareness in the maintenance crew to say that it needs to be immediately repaired in order to continue the production. At below at the record info, you can see the status. It says the work order has been made, the maintenance date, the delivery date, the work order number, the work order dates, and if you have any file, you can upload from here. Let's collapse this. Or if you click on this blue plus button, you can put some filters on it. If you search for particular job requests or particular status or particular filters, you can search from here. Let's continue with the work orders. On work order screen, you can see all the work orders in your facility according to your authorization, of course. You can simply authorize your staff for these fields. Some can only open requests, or some can only see the work orders. They all can be done from the main Windows application. You can simply add filters from here, just like the work request screen. You can see the work order we created just before. As you can see, this is the malfunction that affecting production. It has a flashing red wrench symbol near it, and it shows at the top of the list because this malfunction currently. This is the screen that the maintenance crew in your facility will use with their phones with them. They access the current or assigned work orders for them by clicking on it. For example, let's click on the some maintenance. I'm looking for some maintenance work order to show you the checklists on them. Okay, let's click on this. Okay, let's look at the elevator yearly maintenance. It must have some checklist on it because since it's a periodic maintenance. Yes. When the worker clicks on the pencil button, when he starts the job, he simply just clicks on the I started the work button. When he clicks that button, a timer starts to count the working time. The worker cannot click on another work order during this work. He must simply click I finished this work button. Let's click this first. He must simply click I finished this work button to notify system that he stopped working in this particular job. But this does not mean that the work order is finished. He may start working on another work order, then come back to this job and finish it. And multiple workers can work on same work order. Timer will collect each data of each individual user only. Because of this system, the management can precisely see the staff, machinery, or the planning performance of the facility. At below, you can see the start date, the finish date, the duration between the starting of the job and the finishing of the job, and the arrival time. Arrival time means to show the time between work request and the arrival time of the worker to this request. It's another important information for your facility because you can easily determine the response time of your maintenance crew. As you can see, the total working time here, it's just 1 minute because we closed instantly after we started the work. On work order details, worker can change the work order status or the completion status. For example, the worker may wait for some spare parts in order to complete the job, but the job is not completed, so it's not open also. He simply select the waiting for spare parts and save the work order. Let's continue with the reason and cause analysis. This field is optional. If the worker wants to enter these fields, he can enter his opinions and findings. This makes collect some data for future analysis. It's useful for future analysis also. This is the works to be done part. You can see the checklist here. It may be a detailed maintenance plan or repair plan. These fields can be defined from the main Windows application easily. And worker has to tick every one of these steps in order to complete this work order, just like that. If he not checks these fields, he cannot save this work order. On material info, the worker can select the materials he used, or if your facility has a barcode system, it can automatically read the barcode and it will upload the system instantly, but he can manually enter to which material he used or the amount, like this. If the work request has a picture, you can also see from here, since we don't have the picture in this test data. So this is our main working system. There is a lot more to explain, but simply the workers in your facility, in your factory, simply opening requests, opening malfunction or maintenance requests with their phones. Whenever they see the problem, they can easily take the picture of it and simply open the work request. And if there is a no approval system in your facility, the work request automatically drops into phones of the maintenance crew, and maintenance crew simply goes to the problem and say, I started the work, I finished the work, and I used these materials, I checked these things correctly, This is my opinion and the work order detail. Then he closes the work order. During this process, you can easily watch the situation of your facility from the admin panel, like work orders. After these things done correctly, our worker simply clicks finish the work order button. While this requests an order duration on the process, management can simply observe the situation from the main Windows application and can see the whole facility status instantly. For example, this is the work orders that are in our example. The press is broken, as you can see here. Job responsible is Yener Yılmaz. That was our test name. Maintenance department is electricity and location and other stuff here. There is a lot more to explain. We would love to visit you in person and give you some further and detailed demo. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask via email and phone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.